The troubles continue for McDonald's. The company is reporting today overall sales at restaurants open at least 13 months were down 1.8% in January. That decline is worse than analysts expected. And of course, these numbers come on the heels of the company's 21% drop in fourth quarter earnings, plus the announcement that CEO Don Thompson would step aside in March. Charles Passy over at MarketWatch has a look at some of the problems that have been plaguing these golden arches. He's here with the details.
Hey.
That is not a string of good McDonald's.
Yeah, not so golden these days. It seems.
No. Okay, so you have looked through some of the issues that have plagued McDonald's, and one of them, things like the hula burger.
The hula burger, or the McSalad shaker, or the McPizza. Yeah, I mean, McDonald's has had a lot of menu items over the years that haven't caught on. Last year, the wings were a big disappointment. Now analysts will tell you a company's got to try. I mean, that's how they're going to have a hit. The problem is McDonald's hasn't had a big hit in a while, and that hasn't helped its fortunes.
Right, and one of the other criticisms is just clogging up the menu, making it even slower.
Right. I mean, their menu has gone from something like 85 items to 120 items in the last 7 years. I mean, it's just a lot of stuff on the menu.
Now, the other thing is when you travel abroad, you see McDonald's, it feels like everywhere you go. It seems like that would be a good strategy for them. Not so golden there either?
Well, I mean, it depends. I mean, obviously, they're a global company, and they are depending on overseas growth. They've hit some bumps in the road in some key countries. In China, there was this scare last year about essentially a beef that was past its expiration date. This affected companies other than McDonald's, too, but McDonald's is a big player. In Russia, they ran into some political troubles, sort of caught in the crosswinds of changing things there, and essentially the government shut down some of their restaurants. But also in countries where there are economic issues. In France, a higher tax rate may mean lower spending.
It feels like the other big question is, where does a McDonald's fit in at a time when we are all trying to lose weight, trying to be healthier, trying to eat more natural foods?
Well, I mean, and they do, the thing that McDonald's seems to lose out on is what's sort of called the Chipotle Factor. I mean, that people consider some of these fast casual restaurants like Chipotle healthier, better for you. And McDonald's, even though it's been years since that Super Size Me movie, they are still getting blamed for the obesity epidemic. One of the big targets of late has been the fact that they still have toys in their Happy Meals, which encourages kids to eat at McDonald's, which, some people feel is not the healthiest option.
Yeah, that's a good point. Now, this last one, not such a bad thing, but we didn't want to totally pile on McDonald's. So you point out a fun fact we might not know. McDonald's has a secret menu.
Yeah, I mean, this is something that's been coming up a lot with restaurant chains, this idea of hacking the menu. Starbucks has it, McDonald's has it. So there are people who go around ordering something like a poor man's Big Mac, which is like a McDouble with certain changes. You can say, let me have the special sauce instead of the ketchup. And it suddenly becomes the version of the Big Mac, but for a couple of bucks less. There's something called the Land, Sea, and Air Burger that people order, which is something like a filet of fish and a Big Mac and a McChicken sandwich all combined under one. The point is, people have a lot of fun sort of going off the menu at McDonald's, and frankly, McDonald's will let you do that. They actually encourage it to a certain extent.
Who knows? Maybe one of those will be the next big product
I don't know about that.
McDonald's. Charles Passy, thanks very much for being here.